Hey guys, this is Animedesu, and this is a recap of Why Does Nobody Remember Me in This World Season 1. The story starts with our main man Kai checking out this girl, all chained up. He wonders if she is a demon or an angel. This girl straight up asks him for help, but Kai can't even believe she's looking to a human for help. Humans and other races have been going at it like a hardcore war, but this girl, she ain't got a clue about that, and Kai's getting mad and frustrated because it's like nobody remembers what the real world's about. So we flash back and peek Kai doing his usual thing, keeping an eye on a graveyard. His homies want him to hurry up, but Kai takes this real serious. In this world, there's 5 races the demons with their crazy magic powers, the celestials who are demi-humans such as angels and elves, the spirits who are creatures that possess special kinds of bodies such as ghosts. There are also the mythical beasts that are huge-ass monsters like dragons. And then of course you got the humans. These 5 races have been at war, and it's hell important to make sure we don't end up in another great war. Kai's part of the UZ Federation, and they got the job of watching over the graveyard where the demons had been sealed. Kai keeps an eye on that graveyard for 300 seconds like always, and he figures out ain't nothing funky going on. The demons are still sealed up tight. Kai's coworker Asen can't get why Kai's taking his job so damn seriously, but Saki points out that it's good for them because they can take it easy. Ain't been no demon breaking free from that seal in a whole century, but Kai reminds his crew that it's still their job. There's 4 graveyards around the world, and Kai points out the folks in charge, they are taking their jobs just as serious. And that's because if a demon was to bust out, it would be straight up chaos. Kai's peeps wish he'd take it easy because it's been a while since a demon broke free, but Kai ain't letting his guard down. He declares that watching over that graveyard is his duty. Sometime later, we see Kai training hard. They warned his ass being a low-ranked soldier and messing with a mythical beast for training. That's some next-level danger, but Kai doesn't give a damn, he fights it anyway. Turns out his attacks don't do jack against that beast. Saki's worried, so she shuts off a hologram, and she's wishing Kai wouldn't push himself so damn far, but Kai thinks training would be pointless if he ain't risking it all. Saki actually admires Kai's determination. She thinks if he was around during the Great War, his name would be straight up legendary like that prophet named Sid. But Kai can't see himself winning against those 4 heroes like Sid did. Saki breaks down each hero from the 4 races, and she can't even imagine what they would have done if they were still kicking it. Luckily, Prophet Sid was able to take them down using the shining sword given by some god named Sokka. There's mad proof that the 4 heroes existed, but there ain't no evidence of this Prophet Sid. There are no pictures or videos or nothing. Saki switches the topic because her friend Jean's getting promoted and she wants to throw down a celebration. Jean's getting transferred to headquarters at just 17, making her the youngest person ever chosen. She's a freaking elite among the LS, so they got to hook her up with more than just a bouquet like Asen suggested. Right then, Kai gets a message from Jean and Asen reads out loud. Jean wants to meet up with Kai, but she wants them to keep it on the low from Saki and Asen. Kai tries to play it off saying the message ain't really from Jean, but it's too late and Asen's wondering if Kai got some secret thing going on with Jean. They try to dig for more info, but Kai just decides to go for a run. Next morning, Kai meets up with Jean. He's glad she actually showed up on time because she is usually late as hell. She wonders why Kai is all dressed up when he is off duty, so he explains he just came from his morning self-training, something he does every damn day. Jean wants him to roll with her while she goes gift shopping, and she says she's looking for presents for Saki and Asen. She knows they're planning to get her something, so she wants to give them something back. Jean says she probably won't see them again, but Kai assures her she's going to be back as a CAD after her transfer in like 2 years. Jean predicts that by then Saki and Asen going to be done with their military service and living civilian life, only she and Kai going to still be in the military grind. Kai's totally on board with her, but he can tell she's upset. He knows what's wrong and reassures her not to stress because he's damn sure she's going to outshine her dad, the big boss at Urza headquarters. They keep having a blast, but Kai ain't paying much mind to Jean's shopping because he's hunting for something for himself. At the end, Jean gives props to Kai for helping her score some sick gifts. Then they start chatting about how Jean's dad took Kai to check out the graveyard back when he was just a 10-year-old. Kai wandered into that graveyard, and when he came back, he was telling everyone about laying eyes on Sid's sword. Jean wonders where they're going to be in the future, but Kai points out that she will simply be back in 2 years. But that ain't what she's getting at, because she's talking about what comes after. Kai's got a vivid memory of what it was like in that graveyard and how he almost got his hands on the shining sword that day. Kai started preaching about how crucial it is to keep the demons locked tight in the graveyard. Jean wants him to make a promise for the future, but Kai starts freaking out because some weird starts going down. Jean is clueless about why he's acting all strange, and now Kai's wondering if he's the only one seeing this crazy stuff. Jean keeps chatting like nothing weird is happening, but Kai is straight up horrified as she gets sucked into a black hole, then out to nowhere. A mysterious voice announces that the world's reincarnating and it's time to overhaul the whole damn thing.
誰も信じないから言わないけど。
悪魔族が出てこないよ。
今でも思ってるよ。
カイ、もし私が。
シャム！
どうしたのさっきから。こんな人前で名前呼ばれちゃう。
この現象が見えているのは。
私、いろいろ期待しちゃ。
シャム！
Few moments later, Kai snaps back but finds himself in a dark and messed up world. Then it gets real when a gigantic and terrifying demon pops up right in front of him. His beast unleashes some insane magic attack on Kai, and he barely survives by using his sword case as his shield. Kai can't even wrap his head around the fact that a legendary demon's standing there, getting ready to unleash another hellish attack. Kai rushes to his sword and swiftly loads it up with bullets. His weapon's versatile because he can shoot bullets and cancel out that dragon's magic. The dragon can actually talk, and it's blown away by Kai's cancellation skills. Kai breaks it down, saying he used some modified elven bullets crafted with elven magic, but the demon just keeps coming at him. Kai ain't phased one bit. He closes the gap between him and the demon, showing off his insane fearlessness. Kai's sword can't pierce the demon's skin, but he takes advantage and lets off a shot up close and personal. Exhausted as hell, Kai explains that the bullet he just used is a modified drap bullet that mimics the breath of mythical beasts. It's his first time using it, but Kai's stoked to see that he's moving just like he does in training. He's feeling hella confident now that he knows he can actually take on real-life demons. Just then, another demon shows up and starts talking smack about how it's laughable for a human to think it can take down demons. Kai's impressed by how well this demon speaks English, but the demon explains that the most effective way to control a slave is by using its own language. Kai's clueless about why the demon's calling him a slave, but there's no time for thinking. The demon says Kai smells dangerous, so it's ready to wipe him out. Just when things look grim, someone saves Kai with a flashbang and they bounce. This girl tells her crew that they got the Wanderer secure and she needs to know where Kai's from. Kai's shocked to see that this girl is Saki, but she ain't got a clue who he is or how he knows her name. Kai reminds her they're friends, but she swears she's never seen him before, and neither has Aelin. Kai can't wrap his head around why they don't remember him, so he reminds them they're from the same agency. They look at him like he's speaking gibberish and explain they're just soldiers in the resistance. Now Kai's the one feeling lost and confused, so Saki starts spilling that they're with the Human Rumble Army. This just causes more confusion to him, so asks them to tell him everything about this world. Asen and Saki think he's all messed up from facing a demon, assuming he's forgotten stuff. They try to help him remember, explaining there was a huge war between the 5 races and humanity ended up on the losing side. Kai is shocked, of course, because in his world, humanity actually won. Asen goes on to say that they lost a war over 30 years ago, and the other 4 races took over cities worldwide, and damn humans are struggling to survive, running and hiding like there's no tomorrow. The world's now ruled by the other races, and they stay fighting each other for turf. Asen and Saki introduce Kai to Nia Vassal, the human city. A group of humans snagged an underground spot that was still intact and flipped it into an underground city. Their resistance holds it down, protecting the folks living there by going toe-to-toe with the other races. Kai wonders how the hell humans lost the Great War, but Asen and Saki don't even got to say it. It's pretty damn obvious. They point out how freaking powerful that demon he just saw was. They explain that they roll up on humans in groups, leaving them no chance to beat them, and on top of that, each race got a boss they call a hero, and these heroes are some seriously strong individuals. All this sounds hella familiar to Kai, so I starts wondering what the hell happened to Prophet Sid, humanity's damn savior. Just then, the main crew rolls up and Asen explains there are multiple human cities around the globe with resistance groups in each one, all overseen by the main core. The resistance commander is someone who saved countless lives, and Kai's jaw drops when he sees it's Jean, especially because everyone thinks she is a dude. Asen and Saki introduce Kai to the commander, explaining his memory is a bit foggy. Jean starts to leave, but Kai can't handle it all and stops her. He tries to jog Jean's memory about who he is and how they were just shopping a few minutes ago.
異常はありません。
ご苦労。見慣れない顔だが。
カイという名だそうですが。
なんで、ジャンヌ様はおき。待ってくれ、ジャンヌ。俺だよ、カイだ。行く前に、先はアシュラに。
何のことだろうか。
Jean's clueless and assumes he's got her mixed up with someone else. Kai can't even comprehend that she straight up doesn't know who he is, so he straight up asks her why she's fronting like a dude. Jean's hella shocked to hear that, and Kai reminds her about how she wanted to outshine her dad as his daughter. Some soldier named Fallon steps in, and Jean decides to dip. Kai's friends are worried about him telling him to get some rest. That might Kai starts digging through some historical docs and realizes that the only records missing are the ones about himself and Prophet Sid. That's when it hits him if Sid never existed and humans lost the Great War, and why the hell do the graveyards where the 4 races are sealed still exist? The next day, Kai asks Saki about the graveyards, but she's got no clue what he's talking about. Asen lets Kai borrow the car, which pisses off Saki, but Asen says it was just instinct. Kai pulls up to the graveyard and thinks about how it's his first solo trip. He's tripping out when he sees that the block EG stone is gone, so he enters the darkness, fades into light, and Kai's jaws drop when he lays eyes on the shining sword, just chilling there. This straight up proves to him that the legends about Sid gotta be true. Kai grabs the sword from the mantle, and a loud voice hands him the world coordinate key, calling it the code holder. Suddenly, a massive shining door opens in front of him, and Kai hears a girl screaming for help. Kai's mind is blown because he ain't in the graveyard no more, so he climbs up some big-ass stairs. At the top, he sees a whole bunch of chains keeping just one girl locked up. Her wings look like a mix of demons and angels. The hot girl begs Kai to set her free from those damn chains. This is the end of Why Does Nobody Remember Me in This World Episode 1. Thank you so much for staying on this channel and watching our videos. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel so we can keep you updated with our latest content. See you in the next video.